Time for another edition of GMRB, and it is my turn today. All week, we have been taking turns presenting a top 5 list based on a specific running back-related category, okay? Today, I am breaking down my top 5 best non-running back runs of all time, and I want to start it with an honorable mention, okay? Before I get into my list, I want to do this. This goes out to maybe one of the worst runners in the NFL. When he runs, it looks like he's got 2 100-pound weights on his legs. I'm not even going to tell you who it is. Just roll the tape so we can all laugh. Let's see.
With 3:26 remaining. Will Brady run for it? They give him the whole field. Brady slides to the 12. Of all ways to get it done.
Just absolutely beautiful. The man, he's trying. This is a dad run if I've ever seen one. So that is my honorable mention. I want to make sure that I mention the GOAT and his exquisite running capabilities. Go, Tom, go! Okay, coming in at number 5 is one of my favorite NFL players right now. He's known as a wide back. He is a wide receiver that oftentimes plays running back. It is Deebo Samuel. The man is out of his mind. Let's take a look at what he did.
From the 25. Deebo follows his blockers and takes off inside the 10. What a run! Touchdown, San Francisco.
He is so much fun to watch. He had 72 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown in this game, which was the most in a postseason game in the Super Bowl era. I know there's a little bit of drama going on in the offseason right now with this guy, but I can't wait to see what he does this upcoming season. Deebo Samuel, I love you. Okay, at number 4, we are going back to Week 10 in 1998. I was 7 years old. Oilers at Bucks. Game is back and forth right up until the final minutes. In comes Steve McNair. Roll the clip, baby. Let's see this.
If we don't stop them here, they run out the clock. And McNair takes the play action on a bootleg. Avoids contain. He's got the first down across the 50-yard line. He may go. He could go. He will go to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Steve McNair. That's the ball game.
You're absolutely right, my friend.
Woo! Not only was that an incredible run, but if you realize who was on the other side of the ball on that Bucs defense in this game, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, the one and only, Rondé Barber, Steve McNair, you are out of your mind. There he goes, and he is gone. Okay, coming in at number 3, I am going back to Week 6, 1986. Steelers at Bengals. Bengals punter Jeff Hayes has himself a little bit of a day. Take a look at this.
Ed Brady with a good snap, and this time they kind of peel back. He's going to run. He's at the 40-yard line, the 45 to the 50, to the 45 to the 40, and he's going to go all the way. Jeff Hayes out of punt formation runs 56 yards for a touchdown.
Bill, I think that was on his own. I don't think the punt team knew that he was going to run the football. He saw the formation. He saw how tight everything was. He said, to heck with this noise. Every time I punt, it's blocked. I'm going to run the football.
Yeah, to heck with this noise. That man was so happy, and rightly so. This 61-yard score was Jeff Hayes' only career touchdown, and I believe this was the longest touchdown run by a kicker or punter in NFL history, boys. Jeff Hayes, have yourself a day. Okay, number 2, we're getting close here, baby. We're getting close. This is an obvious one. This is one of the greatest runs of all time. I may shed a tear even just watching this again. We're going back to Week 13 of the 2002 season, Falcons at Vikings. This game basically cemented Michael Vick as being a video game cheat code. Let's take a look at the run.
Vick on 2nd and 8, off the play fake, has some running room, inside the 30, inside the 20, Vick into the end zone. Falcons win in overtime, a 46-yard touchdown run. His second touchdown run of the game.
And they just run they just leave. But what I want to call attention to, wait for it, okay, Mike Vick, he's almost there. Look at it, oh! Those two guys have families, Vick! and they just crash right into each other. This is beautiful. Michael Vick, have yourself a day. This is great. Okay, number one. I think you might have an idea as to what this is, and if you don't, shame on you. I am going back to 1988. Vikings at Niners. Steve Young is starting at quarterback. We know how this plays. Roll the clip, baby. Let's go.
They finally got him. The Vikings don't have a receiver covered out there.
Now they do. They got a linebacker on it. Young comes out of there. Still on his feet is Steve Young, and Steve Young still going. Young cuts back. Young touchdown. Touchdown.
He almost didn't even make it. He almost crashed. So that was my list. Coming in at number one is Steve Young. What a beautiful run there. I want to throw this to Rank first, actually, because we've been making a lot of lists. We've been making a lot of lists this week, okay? Rank, you had your Dynamo decade, and you had, who did you have at quarterback? You had Troy Aikman when you could have had Steve Young. So my question to you is, how dare you?
How dare I? I don't know. Who won 3 Super Bowls? Who won every head-to-head matchup going against it? By the way, Troy Aikman was a better athlete than a lot of people will lead you to believe. He went to Oklahoma, and he wasn't necessarily a wishbone quarterback or anything like that. Troy Aikman could move back in the day. Don't let him fool you.
Okay. All right. What do you like? What do you like in my list? What do you think? You approve?
Hold on, Peter. I'm sorry. I don't want to cut Peter off, but I love your list. I love quarterback runs. Listen, it's your list. I'm not going to be like, you're wrong. If I was doing it, there was one run that I would have included. I think that we have on tape. If we can roll that at some point, it's John Elway in the Super Bowl.
Pretty good.
I love this run for a multitude of reasons. I was at this Super Bowl with a Packers fan, and we were sitting in front of a bunch of Bronco fans, and I made my friend's life miserable rooting against the Packers all day. That run, just to me, is one of the most iconic that I can think of, but you know what? That's a personal thing for me, but great list overall.
It's fine. It's fine.
Rachel, I'm sitting here in my bottom right corner, and I'm like, Steve Young better be number one. Steve Young better be number one. Rachel worked with a team of producers. They better not have botched this on the NFL Network. And then I see it, and there's this great sigh of relief. And yet, I think we might be failing to realize that one of the last plays we've seen on a football field might be the greatest non-quarterback run. 4th and 1, the Rams, with the Super Bowl on the line, hand the ball off to Cooper Kupp, who dodges a tackler in the backfield, swats away Von Bell, and then gets a first down. I know it was recent, but to go to your receiver on 4th and 1 in the Super Bowl, in the biggest game of everyone's life, and the receiver convert the first down, not as dramatic as John Elway, not as graceful as Michael Vick, and not as epic as Steve Young, but I'm going to put Cooper Kupp's 1-yard run in the Super Bowl maybe at the top of your list as the most significant non-quarterback run of all time.
Maybe that should have been my honorable mention instead of showing Tom Brady. D'Angelo, what do you think of my list?
That's a good Brady run.
Hey, Rachel, I loved your list. I used to see Michael Vick do some of the craziest things in practice all the time. So that run was kind of just, it was a nice run that it closed the game. But I tell you what, you taught me something. I didn't know Jeff Hayes took a 61-yard punt. That was kind of clean. I don't know why more punters don't just call their own shot like that. I guess you got to have speed like Jeff too, though. So I love that.